Can you maybe highlight on what is paid sourcing, right? I think some of you might know it, some of you may not know it. So I think that will help folks to understand what do you mean by paid sourcing.
Yeah, so in the good old days, I should say, when we used to be in office, it was nice. We used to all get into a room and do it, but now we do it on Zoom. If you have a LinkedIn recruiter license, it helps because you can create those projects there. And you open up a job description, which is what you want to work on, and you get 3 or 4 people in the team to come together and source for that at the same time, and then put those CVs in the together. So at the end of 1 hour, the person who owns that requirement will get about 50 or 60 people to do their next level of outreaching to the candidates. And in the bargain, the other people, if they're not working on the track, will understand a little more. They'll get it's a new learning for them, and people will learn from each other on the different optimized way of sourcing. Because not everybody may be familiar with using different type of Boolean strings or other ways of sourcing. So this learning by osmosis, right, by watching and seeing what others are doing, helps a lot. And then you save all those strings in a place so that you use the same thing for some other requirement, changing a few of the keywords. So that is what I meant when I said paid sourcing. Either you do it with a person who's a senior seasoned recruiter, with somebody who's just joined your team, so that they learn, or if you want to do sprints, you can bring more people together and do it at once. So usually at the end of 1 hour of sprint, you'll end up having about 40-50 resumes.
Okay, amazing. So I think this is something which would help a lot of teams who are building, right?
Yeah.
Cross learn, right?
You cross learn, and we know that recruiting is a very individual contributor kind of a role. I know I have to fill in my 3 numbers, I have to fill in my 4 numbers, but while that healthy competition has to be there, but I think a collaborative way of working is very important in the long run, both for learning and both for the growth of the team, and also just getting the efficiencies up.